Now today we have something Italian with us, and it's not painted in red. Rather, it's gowned in this beautifully bright yellow paint scheme, just like this morning. Now personally, for me, one of the biggest visual indicators for the Ducati Scrambler is this very paint scheme. And like I fixated on this color, there are quite a few assumptions and expectations when you hear things like the entry point to Ducati's lineup or the most affordable Ducati. But today, we are going to go past those expectations to tell you what the story is really all about. So, let's begin. Now, in terms of design, not a lot has changed in the new Scrambler in comparison to its predecessor or the model before that. The ethos has remained the same throughout its generations, and that's only because it works and how. Each element in terms of looks is woven together with perfection. Typically, a Scrambler motorcycle sheds its unnecessary elements to be a lightweight and hence a good urban vehicle. And on that front, the Ducati Scrambler is a charmer. The paint quality is superior, and there are little to no mistakes when it comes to the fit and finish of materials throughout. In the new version, a handful of visual changes come in the form of a new headlight with a ring LED DRL, although we did wish for the main headlight to be LED as well. The motorcycle gets a new set of alloy wheels that is a wise departure from the old design. Also, the exhaust end can has been changed, which now fits the motorcycle's persona perfectly. In terms of design, the new Scrambler has evolved quite a bit as well. For starters, there is a fuel gauge and a gear position indicator now. Both the brake and the clutch lever can be adjusted for reach, which proved to be a handy nick. The instrument cluster comes with useful information like range and ambient temperature that can be read when on the move. On halt, this unit also shows a few additional elements in the settings menu. This includes setting for your DRL, turn indicators, and date and time display. Also, the motorcycle will remind you about its service schedule and battery health as well. Now, it's a Scrambler and a rather forgiving one. Get inside the motorcycle and you are greeted with a very low seat, tall and wide handlebars and foot pegs that are sporty but not aggressive. All this results into a riding posture that leads to no pull this or tone that, even during long city commutes. The seat, to say the least, is extremely comfortable, and the riding triangle while standing up is quite comfortable too. Also, sitting and moving the 190 kilo vehicle is not a hassle either, considering how low the weight of the motorcycle sits. All in all, the city commutes will not be a pain in the back. During a typical hot day in your busy city traffic, the Scrambler can prove to be quite cumbersome, considering how quickly the air-cooled 803cc engine starts spitting heat, engulfing you in a hot bubble. But a good stretch of open road and the Scrambler returns to its original personality, pulling away from the signal and leaving a crowd of onlookers staring at the tail light. The thick spread of torque that runs throughout its RPM range lets you short shift in the city and also carry speeds as low as 40 to 50 km per hour even on 4th or 5th gear. The clutch is light enough to keep an aching wrist at bay, and given its weight, the Scrambler's low seat height and its sharp steering geometry helps filter through traffic with utmost ease. Taking the Scrambler to a nearby hill station on the weekend can be a good idea too, considering how forgiving and friendly it behaves on the twisties. The suspension at both ends feels plush during city commutes but maintains its composure while attacking tight corners at high speeds. And in unpredictable Indian road conditions, when a pedestrian appears out of nowhere or a dog that ran across the road without warning can be out of your worry, considering that the Scrambler has a great set of brakes providing good bite and feedback as well. Now, Ducati's formula for the Scrambler has largely remained untouched since inception, and the new version reminds us why. Now, get over its not so intimidating looks and its boyish charms, and the motorcycle is still the one that finds the perfect spot between intimidating and enjoyable. So, all in all, a fun-filled, characterful Ducati indeed.